Hey everyone, down here at the Grand Cayman Island. Just wanted to give you all an update as I'm 2 days out at this point from the North American Championships. And, just want to bring you all along with the journey for the lead up and aftermath of this competition. So, right now, kind of how it works, I came in yesterday and keep an eye out. Later, probably next week sometime, I'm going to put together a bigger video showing my complete travels and everything leading up. But essentially, I flew in, got up early on Tuesday, sorry, went to Pittsburgh International Airport, flew down to the Cayman Islands. It was actually a relatively easy trip. The airport was extremely busy because of, I guess, weather delays that had happened on Monday, the day before. So it was a packed house. It took me like a little over an hour to get through security, just the security line. So that was the only real hiccup. But it was essentially a 2.5 hour flight down to Miami, and then another hour and a half or so to here the Cayman Islands. And then, hey, big shout out to the IPF and setting up a shuttle system, because the shuttle was so straightforward. I just hopped on. It was about a 10-minute drive and got me to my hotel where I am now. So I've just been kind of relaxing, working on teaching stuff, lesson plans, all that good stuff to take my mind off of things. Yesterday was my last day of sodium loading and really water loading. Today is a moderate day of water. At this point, my body weight's in a good spot, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to keep my calories up, still using the RP dieting app. So I'm going to track my meals. The only thing that I am focusing on is making sure that I'm not eating a whole lot of high fiber foods, because that fiber can add into gut weight on the day of weigh-ins, and that's extra weight that I don't want to have to worry about cutting off through water if I can control it through food intake. So it's going to be very simple carbohydrates, cereals, rice cakes, Hershey's bars, and then protein powder to get my protein in. That's kind of what my day looks like as far as foods. Now, being 2 days out, I don't really have to stress about active water manipulation. I'm still just doing the water load and following that. I have talked to the coach down here, Rodney Elm. He's going to be helping me out on game day. I've not met him in person before, so kind of reached out hoping to get to talk with him face to face at the venue. He said he's going to let me know whenever he frees up. He's got a super busy week, obviously handling all of the athletes down here, so that's totally understandable. I just wanted to talk to him about the game plan and how things are feeling, openers, all of that good stuff, because it's nice to have that repertoire. And this is something that maybe you all can take away, is the value of having a coach that's there on game day. And sometimes I take this for granted, having Bill. I've been with him for over 7 years at this point. And whenever we're on the platform together, essentially we're thinking the same thing almost all the time, or at least within 2.5 kilos of each other. So I have complete trust in him to put the numbers in. Usually I give him a word or two coming off the platform. Now, working with the USA coaches here, I would just like to get to talk, and that's why I reached out to Coach Elm and kind of just get the feel for each other, because sometimes on game day it's stressful and it's hard to communicate things. So if you are planning on hiring a game day handler or a coach, or you're having a friend who's coming down, that's something that I highly suggest for you all. Talk to them, right? Communicate. That way you don't have to establish those lines of communication on game day. It's already been partially done, and that can take some major stress off of you. So that's my number one goal for today. Number two is going to be to go over to the venue and check my weight, make sure my scale's good, which this is the same scale I've used for a couple years at this point, so I really do trust it, but I always like to make sure. get checked in and make sure I'm squared away. And then I will do a little bit of relaxation, hopefully, hoping to walk out to the beach and just take a stroll, get the blood flowing a little bit, and come back here and do my job, right? So I'll check in, I'll do another video tomorrow on how things are going, but today's more of the relaxation day. I'm free to go. I know it is a little selfish, but I tend not to go over to the venue and watch a whole lot of lifting. I find that those things really mentally drain me, and as such an emotional lifter on game day, I can only take so much of that adrenal fatigue, essentially. So being there cheering people on drains it out of me. So I really hole up. This is like my bunker here in the hotel, and this is where I'll stay. I'll go get the lay of the land, see the venue, kind of get my mental process going today, and then I'll come back tomorrow and I will not leave this room, right? My job tomorrow is make sure that my body weight's in check, actively push water out if I need to, and then get my mental game exactly where it needs to be for game day on Friday. So I think that about does it. Thank you all for following along. Like I said, keep an eye out for the next couple of days. I will also drop the link for the live stream, because I know a couple of you have asked me where you can watch it. I'll drop it down below in the description so that you can follow along and watch. And like I said, keep an eye out for the complete video of my travels and my training and my thoughts that'll come out sometime next week for the competition. So thank you all. As always, I appreciate the support. I can feel it. I'm feeling good down here, so I'm excited to get on the platform and just see what I can do. So please like and subscribe as always. Comment down below. Let me know, what do you think? Do you have any suggestions? What do you think about my game plan? Always curious to hear your all's thoughts. And until next time, happy lifting.